Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Shreya Tayen. If you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit the notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. First and foremost, I want to give recognition to everyone that has donated to me on a daily basis for some of you. And for those of you who have purchased my services, who have pre-ordered the Kit Karma and the Ass Spray, who have ordered my readings, and just giving me so much love and support with your comments and sharing my videos and subscribing. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you and I love you so much. It means a lot. I have only had this YouTube channel up for only a couple of months, and I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers. And to be able to reach an audience of that magnitude within that short period of time is a blessing. And I recognize it as such. And so I wanted to take out the time before I got into this reading to honor you and to acknowledge you, because I wouldn't be here without you. And you are the positive motivation force of why I do what I do. I have got here with many scars, spiritual scars along the way. And it wasn't an easy ride. But when I arrived, boy, didn't you guys roll out the red carpet for me. And I appreciate you so, so much. I wanted to start with this deck because this is a new deck for me, but it's an old deck. And I'll explain why I'm saying this. My very first deck that I ever purchased and brought was this exact deck. It was at the beginning of my twin flame journey, and I didn't like this deck because every card that I pulled just seemed to be negative. I mean, every meaning on the card was just a humdinger for me. I'm like, oh my God, am I ever going to get a good card? So I prayed, and so Spirit was like, you're just not ready. You're just not ready because you don't realize that you are the one that extract the meaning of what you feel, not what's written in a book. And so getting this deck, which is the Oracle of Visions deck by Ciro Marchetti, I love the art. As you guys can see, the art is just off the chain. And I just loved it, but I did not like the meaning. So if you guys want to know how I got into my own interpretation of allowing Spirit to work through me and to guide me, this is definitely the deck that made me do that. It made me open myself up so I can be a clear channel for source to give me the meanings behind every deck that I touch. All I have to do is look in a book one time for each card for whatever the meaning is. And from there, I never have to look at the book again. And I just come up with my own interpretations. This is the deck of all decks that puts your girl on the know of how to tap in, tune in, and turn on so I can get the meaning from the cards. So I just wanted to share that with you guys before I got into the reading. Now that I got that out of the way, let me go ahead and call in some help. I call in all 6 elements. I call in air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. And I also call upon the highest of the highest of the high, which is Yadhe Vahe, to be able to give me the information that is necessary for this reading, for the collective, myself included, in all directions, time and space, past, present, and future. And so it is. All right, so crowning your reading, Divine Masculine. You got the monkey card. This is what I have always called this card. But the monkey is not an ordinary monkey. This is a high consciousness, already conscious, aware, already in his element, as you can see. He's a very highly intelligent and intuitive little monkey. And the purpose of this card is so you can know about your soul and where your soul came from, and that you are very ancient. You existed before you came to the earth. And I remember when I was a Christian, I used to always read about Jesus saying that, when he got baptized, he started to remember his pre-existing human condition and been on the right-hand side of the Father. And I used to think that, oh my God, that is so special. That is so neat. Not realizing that we're all like Jesus. We all had a pre-existing human existence. We all had incarnations, not on the earth, but also on other planets and other dimensions, you see. So now the Divine Masculine Collective, they're waking up to who they are. And do you see on this card the affinity symbol? That represents the twin flame union, you see. Now, he is tapping into the hidden realms of existence. He is tapping into the Akashic records, which is denoted by all of these pages, because he's pulling from these files of his pre-existent human existence, and he is starting to find out so much about his own soul. And in this discovery, as you can see, he's holding a skull. Skull represents knowledge. He's holding it up because this knowledge was not something that came easy. It came with life experiences. It came with storms and turbulence. It came with turbulent winds, and it came with dubious efforts on his part. It was something that he had to dig for. It wasn't something that was evident. It was something that he had to discipline himself for, you see. But in this discipline, he got a chance to upgrade to a higher level of consciousness. He worked his way through the spiritual realm, climbing the spiritual ladder, coming up to a ranking that is the highest ranking that he has ever had, not only in the physical realm, but in the spiritual realm. He is able to now work with the elements. He is now able to not only work with the elements, but to use the elements so the elements work for him too. This Divine Masculine, he has earned the right to be called a Divine Masculine. With the energy that I am tapped into right now, this Divine Masculine is tapped in, tuned in, and turned all the way on. He's earned his stripes. It may have taken him a while to get to where he is, but he has arrived, you see. And this is backed up with confirmation from the Alchemist card. This is the Alchemist card in the deck. If you can see behind his head, that is Spirit. Spirit is with him. He is one with source energy. He knows at this moment that all the power that he has and that could ever be had, he possesses it now. Because he does have the power of the master of the universe. He is the master of the universe. Just as the skull is represented, he has knowledge now. And he now knows that knowledge doesn't mean a thing unless it's applied knowledge, you see. And if you look at the right side of his face, you can see the scar that represents his past. Even though we know in metaphysics that the left side of the body is for, the past and the right side is for the present. But that represents his past because he has had so many traumas and emotional scars and so many things that he had to work through before he got here, even denying the very thing that he knew that was true. And that was his divine feminine, you see. What doesn't kill us only makes us stronger. And the Divine Masculine is coming into that reality that he knows that he has a higher purpose. He has a higher calling upon his life. He has spun that lead to make it gold, which is represented by, on his third eye, the symbol that's there is gold. He is an alchemist. This is the purification of his soul. He has been baptized by fire, which is represented by the Holy Spirit in the background, or his higher self. Same thing, you guys. It's the same essence. He knows who he is. He's not making any excuses. He knows that he has caused a lot of pain. Hell, hurt people hurt people. He was hurt. But now he is giving up the addictions, whether it be sex, drugs, alcohol, pornography. Some of you were even workaholics. That's an addiction too, addicted to work. He's been able to now have a balanced view of how to navigate through the waters of life, you see. Next, you have, this card is the past and the future card. I'm trying to remember. It's been a few years since I've brought this deck, and I just opened it up last night because I just received it in the mail yesterday. First time that I laid it down was right now. Okay, so with the past and the future, if you can see, this is the past, because this book and this story, it's already been written. It's on this last page. This is representing a new chapter, which is on the right side, which represents what? The present. If you can see, it's ready to be written. It's ready for the divine masculine to go ahead and start with penmanship, writing what he wants, how he wants it. You see, the divine has given him amnesty. He has amnesty now. Because why? Because now he is doing the work. In the left hand, that's the mirror, because it's mirroring the past, right? He has that mirror because it's really a good thing sometimes to just review. That way you can see how far you've come. But in front of this lady is a key that unlocks the door to unlimited potential and possibilities. It can be whatever he wants it to be. Whatever he thinks about, it can come about. And he knows this now because he is the alchemist. He can turn it into whatever he wants to turn it into. And it will be whatever he wants it to be now. And as you can see, this is a lock where the past is, because that door is closed. That door has been sealed shut and it cannot be opened. But he does have a key for his present moment. He can unlock any door that he wants to unlock. The power has been given to him to write a new story. And this time the divine is saying, make it more beautiful, make it more glorious than the last one. Next, we have the illusion card. As you can see, there is a woman that's walking on a seashore at nighttime, but then she sees these aliens, or these spacecrafts with aliens in it, that are reflecting this rainbow aura. I'm going to have to do a second video alone just on rainbow aura. I can give a whole metaphysical discourse on that. But in the meantime, in between time, for the sake of this reading, let's just say that the rainbow aura is very significant to your twin flame journey. You get to that rainbow aura, you have it all. But the illusion is not fully knowing who you are and thinking that you're limited when all things are possible. You are God manifested in the flesh. There is nothing you cannot do. And in the illusion of thinking that you lost your divine counterpart because you've done some not too pleasant things, it's just an illusion. Not only is this journey about unconditional love, but it's also about forgiveness, you see. And the first forgiveness has to start with self. Next, you have the dreams and reality and meditation card. You see a woman that's here with her night clothes on, and she's just dreaming the dream. You have fish. You have the mouse. Okay? The mouse is chasing after the butterfly. Fish represents fertility. You're ready to birth something. There's something that is inside of you that is ready, waiting to just have you push it out into the world. It's your talents, it's your gifts. It's you showing up in the world and offering your God-given talents. Stop dreaming about it and be about it. It's time. And the universe is calling you forward because right now you have all the support in the world that you need with the angels and God backing you. It's time for you to be a go-getter. You don't have to chase after your dreams anymore because this is a card telling you that your dreams are no longer dreams, but they are going to become reality. So this is a good time to start your new projects and all the things that you've been wanting to do, because now is the time where the energies are here on the earth to support you. Go for it. A lot of you have been dreaming about this relationship with your divine feminine. There's nothing stopping you. Go for it. Oh, but if I just, work on this first. Let me tell you something. One thing that I have come to know in my 41 years of walking the face of this earth, you're never going to be ready for any damn thing. Never. Ever. There is no such thing as a perfect time. Every time is the right time. And if it's not, guess what? You're going to get course corrected anyway. And you're going to be put on the right time. There is no right and wrong. Just do it. Like Nike. Seriously. Because if you do not go out for what you have set in your heart and your desires, it's going to die within you. Drake said a requoted saying, there are some of us that have not lived at all. And it's true, because we are not living out our highest potential in who we are. We hide behind our accolades, we hide behind our education, and we hide behind our jobs so we can play it small because we know that that's a safe place. But nothing grows from a comfort zone. Next, this is my favorite card this is like my favorite card out of the whole deck. And the reason why is because, of course, I am very hopeful. I'm a hopeful romantic. I don't say hopeless romantic. I'm hopeful. I love love. I love to love and I love to receive love. And this gesture is balancing out the divine feminine, and he is making her the center of attention. And as you can see, he is kind of like posing so he can hide his identity. This represents the divine masculine. You're hiding in the background. You're supporting her in the 5D, but no one knows anything about you in the 3D. And if you look at the 3 tarot cards that are in the background, it has a significant meaning for you. All 3 of those tarot cards are strength cards. Every last one of them represents the strength card in the tarot. The divine is telling you, you have the strength. Stop playing second fiddle. Stop hiding in the background and letting your divine feminine be the one that's in the spotlight, stealing the spotlight. You're doing spiritual work too. You need to be acknowledged for that. Come from out of your cave. Stop hiding. This is what this card means. The source energy is calling you out today. If you've been doing the work, why allow for the divine feminine to continue to get all of the spotlight? It's now your turn. It's now your time to show up in the world being the strong man that you are. Show who you are. Show your face, divine masculine. We are waiting for you. The divine still believes and has trust and has faith in you. Because if not, I wouldn't be doing this reading on you right now. And this card would not be showing up on your reading. Okay? If you're looking for a sign to take that next step towards union, let this be your bona fide, genuine, intrinsic sign from the heavens that you got the green light. Stop playing small. Stop hiding behind what you've done in the past. We don't live there anymore. We don't care about what you did. Okay? Not even your divine feminine cares about your imperfections from the past. That's what this card, the Alchemist, represents, moving from imperfection to perfection. That's what this card represents right here. Okay? So coming back to this, it's time for you to take the weight off of your shoulders. And I'm not talking about the divine feminine. I'm talking about the weight of the world. I'm talking about what people may think about you or say about you. Who gives a damn? We care more about what source says about you and what source thinks about you. Okay? Jesus has a saying in the Bible where who cares about those that cannot kill the body? They can only kill the body and not the soul. Be more concerned about he who can kill both the body and the soul. And you know that's the grand creator. Who cares about everyone else? They don't have a heaven or a hell to put you in. Okay? And we do know metaphysically that heaven and hell is all in the mind, right? If you get rid of the theory of the gloom and the doom and all that stuff, you're only left with the reality of you create your heaven or your hell. You see? So just like Chris Brown says, please don't judge me and I won't judge you, 'cause it could be ugly before it gets beautiful. So make it beautiful. If this is what you want, make it beautiful. You have that power to do so. And your last card is the Six of Pentacles, which represents philanthropy. You are one of those type of people where you will be so willing to do for everyone else, even at the expense of not taking care of your own situation, which is your union that you have put on a back burner because you have been scattering your forces. This is a perfect card to end your reading with, because Source is telling you don't do that. Not don't be, someone that's a generous giver. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it becomes a negative thing when you're given to so many other people and the one that you're supposed to be given to the most, you're not given to. And that's your divine feminine. So it's time for you to balance the scales. It's time for you to do this balancing act. That's the reason why this card is here. And it's time for you to not only give to your divine feminine, but give to yourself. You see, you never give from what's inside your cup. You let your cup run over and you give what's on the saucer. That's extra. Never give from your surplus. And that has come to the conclusion of your reading. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe, or leave a love donation or energy exchange if you feel inclined to. You can also purchase a gift from my gift Amazon, my Amazon registry, and it will appear on the channel. If you want to go ahead and put in your Kit Karma in the as pre-order, I suggest that you do so. Trust me, soon as I get those labels, those orders are going to be going out. The projected date for those labels is by April the 17th. All right? Which is just next week. I now wrap you in my love, and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. And so it is, everyone. Namaste.